face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Talk Your Face Off. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the top 10 RCs. But Pablo, I was just talking to Xavier. Pablo is going to be a little bit late tonight. And so I'm just going to kind of tee up what we're going to be doing. First thing we're going to get to as soon as he gets in here is we're going to talk about the top 10 RCs that we would each get like this holiday season, this Christmas time, if money were not an object, any of that. Like, what would be our choices? That's what we're going to be talking about. Tonight, we're going to just be talking about bashers, ready to run bashers, because we were going to do just like top 10 over $350. But there's so many just basher or fast cars, that street bashers, whatever, race buggies, off-road, on-road, fast kind of vehicles that are ready to run that we wanted, that like even thinking about trying to fit in crawlers into that mix was like too much. So we decided we're just going to do $350 and up. So the ones that are $349.99, those technically are on the lower side of the 350, which is why we chose that number, because there's a lot of really awesome ones that start at $349 and then go lower. And so we're going to have a whole designation for that as well. So for the, the cheaper ones, more. So these ones are really kind of like a big high-end wish list of the RCs that we would want. And it's not necessarily in the order, like through number one. I think that my top three are definitely my top three on my list. But other than that, they're all just kind of like, if I could pick 10 RCs to get, these would be in the list. And so it's kind of a different thing than everybody else, but yeah. Jonathan Rodriguez, what's up? Black Market RC Roadside. So this will be fun. Next week and the weeks going on, we're going to also be doing this, starting off with like a top 10 list. We're going to have one that's just going to be crawler based, top 10 crawlers we'd get for Christmas. Then we'll have the under $350. And then there'll be another series of like just stuff like, maybe a motor or a radio or maybe cameras or stuff. We might even do one that's just like for YouTubers, like what would be, hey, there's the man.
America.
That we're talking about doing one that would just be like straight up like what you would get for your YouTube channel. Like, which I think would be fun. Like, what items out there would you get, or even subscriptions or any of that? Like, what would you pay into to grow your channel for this time of year if you were to ask people for things to help you do that? So that's probably another one, because there's enough with the gear. I mean, I'm already thinking of if we did one that was just like gear stuff. I already can think of tools I would want. I can think of radios that I would want.
Yeah.
Fun stuff like a get back in FPV, maybe goggles, and just, or like a drone. But a drone could also be for your YouTube.
Yeah.
Like if you want to start doing drone shots, there's camera stuff. There's all kinds of, webcam, microphones, podcast stuff. All that could be included into that. So, all right, let's not make people wait because
America,
if they're watching later, because America, he was voting, so he was doing the American thing. So it's worth the wait. He was casting his opinion and vote.
Yep.
What's up, Pilot Ryan Media? So we're going to talk about today the top 10 or 10 things that you would get, like if you had 350 plus to get for RTR. So something that just dropped that you would get.
No, I was refreshing my page and I thought that I put it all in a cart and I was refreshing my page and it didn't show up and I was like, don't you do this. Not today. It's there.
Yeah.
Sorry. Back over to Pablo's channel. He needs the support more. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
Harris.
Go watch over there. And what we're going to do too, for those people watching after, we're both going to give each other our lists to post onto each other's channels underneath in the description in the comments. And we'll do affiliate links for those. So if you want to get one of these, or you've been wanting to get one and you want to use those links, it does help out. All right. So if you guys all want to go over to his channel, I'm totally cool with that.
You want to know how much my total is? There's one extra in here.
Oh, you totaled the cost? I didn't even write the cost.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic. What's your grand total for 10?
Well, I have a couple more than 10 because I was gonna kind of go in and out. Like seeing how I felt. I was gonna see how I felt. But I'm giving you my total here. Hold on. Why can't it? Hold on.
The people that are watching later are like, just tell us already.
Where I don't know where my shopping cart went on.
We
Site.
will also. I will on mine go in and designate when this starts.
Yeah.
For people.
Sorry, my phone just froze. There it is. Okay. So my total my total's over 10K.
Dang. So you just went with the money ones.
No.
All right, David Ferris, anyone getting the new iBeam SCX-10 conversion?
I might
as well.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a paycheck to come in because it's not a bad price. It's really not bad at all.
No.
So was it $89, $90, something like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tech for that amount of money.
And a lot of stuff you have to change out. So yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Black Market already ordered it. So you behind.
Nice.
I'm thinking about putting on the honcho and just leaving the honcho body on it. Like,
oh, there you go.
Then I don't need to get like a Raptor style body. What's up, Needle Juice? All right. So who's going to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
How about that?
Well, should we get should I do a present page? Should we show them?
Yeah. Here, I can do. Can we both do one? We could both do one, right? We can just go in and out of the window.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So why don't you show people yours?
Oh,
mine loaded and ready.
Okay. Let me upload mine or copy mine over. I wonder. I should have logged into it because it would have just showed my cart, huh?
Oh, you shopping carted. That's how you did it. You sneaky dog.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
All right.
Okay, so I'm copying.
That was awkward. Scale Metal Supplies.
What was awkward? You're awkward. All right, you ready?
Oh, that's even more awkward. All right.
All right. Let's go for share screen. Yeah. Window.
David Ferris. I will find another place to put the battery. Oh, see, I don't have anything like that in mine.
Yep. So I have like some cars that are set up for drift.
Widen your screen. Can you pull the edges of your Safari?
Sorry, I'm trying to see my other screen.
Stretch it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking I might blow it up a little if you did that. No, it's not zooming in at all. Never mind.
Wait, here we go. Here we go. I'll do this.
There.
How's that?
Wow. Good. See, Roadside he likes you.
So I have the all-wheel drive ones, and I wanted to make a video about.
Oh, it's a two-wheel drive one.
Oh. Yeah. So I wanted to make a video about what's better, two-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. I've driven both.
Okay.
They have their. It's kind of like a carpet car, right? Like you could only really drive it in certain scenarios, versus like my all-wheel drive ones, I can just bash those with the drift wheels on them. And I don't care. You know what I mean? It's a little different, but these ones are a little more hard to. I've always wanted one. And you can get them for a lot cheaper than this. This is just, I was trying to find one that was over the 350 mark. So there you go. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, getting all
mine's like completely opposite end of the spectrum.
Well, I mean, I have other ones too, so let's see what you got. Do I have to stop screen? Boom, there.
So mine was this, the Rift. Now, it could be, you could maybe put that in a crawler category if you wanted, but what we use them for is just such heavy bashing and abuse that I would really lump it kind of more in the faster basher, because they're nuts, especially if you're crazy enough to put a 4S battery in it.
Right.
And I mean, again, the people that want it to always not flip over when you corner and do stuff like that at speed aren't going to love this car. It's not an Arma. It's not whatever,
Right.
But for what it is an absolute beast. And I love mine. I mean, I have a steel cage for mine on now from Yami RC.
Oh, that's right.
But it's one of my go-to like driver. Like I love to rip it. So, and I still don't have a sway bar in the rear, but I did until I converted it to the steel, and I have the sway bar kit to put on. I just haven't done it yet.
We need to drive ours. We have one that we got in trade over summer. I traded for a sand rail for one.
Yeah, they're mean.
Yeah, we've driven it like all of 5 minutes before we had to run somewhere.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it's it. We haven't had a chance to. I should take it out on my next crawling video thing.
I was really bummed because I took mine to the Gauntlet all prepped and ready this year, man. It did pretty good for me last year on the King of Hammers thing that they do there.
Yeah.
Or King of the Rock or whatever they call it. You can't do King. Yeah. The Rock one that they had at the Gauntlet. And it did well. I didn't win, but I did well.
Yeah.
And I let my buddy try it, and I still had I last minute changed out a servo, and all I had was a plastic servo horn for it. And that became problematic for him. He hit something and busted it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all decked out now. And yeah.
Okay. Yep.
But yeah, so that was mine. 530. So I started with a more expensive one.
That's fine. And the funny thing is what I just realized right now, I'm glad I had a couple extra on my list, because I'm going to take one off, because I was like, just double checking. This one is RTR, but it comes with the battery and the charger. I didn't put that in all of them. I just wanted it to be RTR as a car. So this one will no longer be on there. So I'll do one. Oops.
I'm gonna stop sharing. Give it back to you.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do?
Open diffs. It's a basher for sure, right?
Right.
Hey, we get to talk later too. I gave Harley a shout out when I did the comp this week, 1/10 scale.
Yeah.
I did that for him.
So here, I know you've got one of these. And so 459.
That yeah.
I want one of these. I think these would be fun on a bigger track. And just
so how do we do it when that's on my list?
Well,
do I still pull it up and show it later when it occurs on my list, or do I just say it now that it's on my list?
I would say where about, if you did your list
I did mine in order, and it was up at 7.
Okay. Yeah.
So there you go. Several higher.
So there you go. We both have, I'm sure we're going to have a couple that are the same, and that's okay, because I have 2 more that I have that were over the list that I just had in my back pocket. So,
okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll just say that that's on mine as well.
Okay. Next up. I think something like that would be fun. So I'm in the process. Can I do a quick show and tell real quick?
Yes.
So
I got to pull my other one up.
So I'm in the process, and it's not fully put together. So don't be like, oh, Pablo, you're missing some parts.
Oh yeah, your paint job looks rad, or your whatever. Oh, yes. You Sharpied the outside or paint markered the outside.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy on Instagram that does that on full size cars?
Oh yeah, I've been watching him for a while, because he does he did a crawler for Flex Rocks and Rollovers, and it was sick. And America. Yeah.
So actually, one of them I was going to put in my list, I see Scale Rat in here, was the Sand Scorcher, and then I realized it was a kit, and I couldn't do it.
And
I almost put it in my list already. Anyway.
I
You
have
see
this
it?
one on my list. I have this one on my
Okay.
list too. The
So
exact
this is
same
number
one.
9 on my list. If I had a top 10, this is down at number 9.
Nice.
And it's the Baja Ray 2.0. And the reason it's 9 on my list is because of how much work it is to get inside it and work on it, and the way that the batteries load. Other than that, I think it's a fantastic truck. Like if I didn't have to take it apart, and I do have batteries that'll fit in it, so it's not a big deal.
Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, I would put it up there too. I mean,
dig it.
obviously I'd be at 7 now, but right? Would I be at 7? No, I'd be at 8. I'd be at 8 now, but I would put it up there too, just because it's a different driving experience. I haven't driven the new one. I have a Baja Ray already.
Yeah.
It's a different driving experience, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, they look amazing for video. So if you video, and it's been on back order since they blitzed this heat wave. I mean, I honestly would only want the heat wave one. I'm just gonna be real. Like there's other ones.
Yep.
But I would only want this one. So because of all those other complications and getting in and whatever, like I would only drive it for it being this truck. Like I wouldn't buy it to do other stuff with it. I would buy it to drive and make videos of this.
Right.
And I think it's good enough looking that, I mean, it's still on my want list.
For sure.
And I chose something else over getting this recently, which is on my list as well, but I'll save it and I'll let you go again.
Okay. So this is on my list, and I've been wanting this one. They didn't have the livery that I want on A-Main, but they still have it. And so right there, the 6S Mojave.
Oh, you want the 6S Mojave? Nice.
Well, I want both of them, but the 6S, I've always wanted one, and I like the one that you have, the one that's the more America, or this is the America color one.
They've got the aftermarket body that's like silver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one I want. That's the body I want.
And I actually have I do have that, and it's amazing.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, and it's a little bit bigger. I think
handle so good.
Yeah.
The driving of it is unreal.
Yep.
I just need to fix my diff.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Yes.
I probably even have a dip I could put in it, honestly. Or I could just lock it.
You probably do.
Shove something in the diff and lock it up.
So there you go. 629. So let's talk about that for a second. So this or a UDR, or are they even in the same category?
No. I would get this personally, because even with it being so easy to get to the diffs, I haven't fixed it on mine. If it was on a UDR, I would probably throw it away.
Yeah,
I would throw it away.
I was at that point. I was totally at that point the last couple of times fixing my UDR, where I was like, "Ooh, I can't do it anymore."
All right, so back to me.
Back to you.
And I have this one, but if I didn't, it would be on my list. And I have a lot of these. Like, I'm just going by top 10. If I were somebody getting one and I didn't have them, these are on my list of what I want.
Yep.
This is the Razor Ray by Losi. And I honestly, as I was building this list, there's several Losis that appear in it. And I'll just say why right now, because people are like, why aren't these other ones in or whatever? The scale driving of them that they've come up with, Losi, recently, has been insane. So this thing, again, is not for everybody. But I just love the way that it looks when it drives. I think it's fantastic. And I was driving mine. I'm going to be driving again this week because I had so much fun with it. We got rain coming again, so I'm going to have to wait that out. But it's a fun one to run. I love what they did with the suspension for it. They scaled it out, and it looks it and it drives it. So, it's not an Arma. It's not low and just all about going big and staying planted and whatever. It's got a realism to it.
Your video looks so good on how it was like a real razor would be. Like when they get air, it looks like a stretch to get air. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it looks like a stretch to get air.
And what I was hitting wasn't formed. Like I had just literally dumped piles there. So I didn't like shape the thing. I partly wanted it to explode the sand like it did.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because I knew I was going to slow mo it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Razor our season. What's up?
Speaking of razors.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's had some really great videos recently. I mean, he's
yeah.
always had good videos, but
100%. Yep. No, I like that low C razor. I was those, it's like certain cars too and certain kits, they seem like they'd be so much better if you have two.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. And that's any RC, I think.
Sure.
And that's where you start seeing the like racing or anything develop, is when you have multiple people that have the same thing.
Yep.
It would be super fun if a bunch of people had these. That's what I loved about those. We bought 3 of the Yeti Juniors and kept them all stock.
Yeah.
Because then you just race each other stock class with them. They're fun. They roll over if you corner too fast and hard.
Yep.
It just, you learn to drive them and you have fun with them. And I think that's what this would be.
For
so
sure.
I need to get some paddle tires for it and do some more with it. But yeah, having sand for sure was awesome because it let it slide the corners and not roll. Because if you were doing it too much in grass or on concrete, like I wouldn't drive it on concrete, honestly, ever.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to drive it, if you're going to get one and you drive on concrete all the time, I wouldn't get it.
Yep. Yep.
The damage you're going to do to it, all that, like it needs something loose in order to corner.
Well, that's the same with like the Baja Ray. I mean, they're kind of similar. I've never driven one of those, but I've driven the Baja Ray, and the Baja Ray is very much so. It is so much better driving experience when you're on something loose. Like it's so much better. And even grass is okay, but like it's so much better when you're on like loose sand or gravel or whatever. Gravel might be a little hard, but
yeah, this thing actually does jump really good. Somebody's saying it's based on the race series, and it does. Like when I was taking off the big one, most times it didn't do that donkey kick it did the one time, but I mean it usually flew straight and it land. I mean it just soak up landings. Really cool.
It'd be cool to go to a monster truck race and then have those just like the stadium race where you have a bunch of those and you do the little circuit races in between the monster truck heats.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
I'm looking at the comments. Pilot Ryan says super fun on oval as well. I bet that would be if you had a bunch of them. I think oval's fun if you have anything that's matched and you just throw them out there, whether it's the pro motos or whatever. But yeah. But yeah,
that's right.
David Ferris, it doesn't appeal to him. Gets why it made others. Yeah, but it works awesome for my little area that I've got. And this is not a Christmas special. These are just, we know that everybody's shopping or wanting stuff, or this is where, people start thinking about the things that they want that they don't need.
Or even like for me, I don't know if you're coming. I don't know if you're the same way, but when people ask you like, what do you want? And you're like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And you're like, well, now people can be like, oh yeah, you get primed a little bit for what
these wants are like. I want this, and I don't have anybody else in my life to buy stuff for, and I've got some extra money when all the sales hit, so I'm just going to spoil myself. That's what these are at this price, I think.
This is the frost.
Unless you've got like somebody that just loves to buy you expensive stuff,
right?
What's going on, Keegan? But yeah, Keegan's got it right. It's kind of a want list, not necessarily a need list. This is like if you could get it with no, not having to worry about money, what would be your top 10 right now in RC? Over $350. So this list would totally skew, because I wouldn't actually put some of these on, like, because there are some in the under 350 list that would actually bump 100%. Some of these over 350 off my list. Because I would rather get them like in the size and scale and whatever. So it did limit it in some ways into what to choose. But yeah.
And we talked about it too offline, guys, that this isn't going to be, there's going to be a separate one for like the crawler edition.
Yep.
Because it's just, they're not really comparable. And so I think we're just the crawler one's going to have it's going
They
to
can
have
allow kits
accessories.
and everything, I think,
Yeah.
with the
Yep.
crawler one. It's just going to be
Yep.
kits or ready to run. What would you get?
Yep.
Your 10
100%.
things. Yeah.
100%. Okay, so my next one is one of those where same deal where it's like if I want it and I want it just because I think it's pretty rowdy.
It was almost on my list.
Yeah. Yeah. I want it because I think there's other things I can do with it too. Like I
Yeah.
think I could make it into a U4 unlimited truck, all that kind of thing. So but from what I saw, like 6S is way too much. I think this should live in 4S land. But it looks fun and it looked pretty durable from what I saw. Like I know I've heard the MT10 is like way more durable, but yeah, I think that this one would be a lot of fun. And we're getting into rigs that like we don't my house personally doesn't have bashers like this, or quote unquote stunt trucks or whatever. They don't.
Yep.
So I think something like this would be a lot of fun to get out there and just make a jump and send it, you know what I mean, or go find something. Yeah, I've seen people talk about the turnbuckles on it bending or cracking or whatever.
Huh. That's weird. Hey, RC for all. Welcome.
Yes. Okay,
yeah, I haven't seen much on it. I saw it in the list because I was actually looking at the MT10, but it wasn't expensive enough.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be on a different list.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah.
He's saying might get a red cat for $50 less. Yes. I've heard that too. I just don't like the body on the Kaiju. I like the old Kaiju body.
That new futuristic one.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I was very vocal about not liking it.
Yeah.
That was very local. So my next one was the Sen M Sport Puma Rally.
Oh, okay.
So it was 7. So I'll skip ahead because we'll probably overlap on another one here.
I'm sure we will.
So my number 6, which I did not load then, it's a new one. It's only available for pre-order. Can anybody guess what it is? Well, that didn't work. Missing a letter. Anybody guess what it is?
Only available for pre-order. Oh, I see it now. I know what
yeah, you know what it is. I'm gonna give people a hot second here.
Yeah.
Toyota Tundra.
That's a pretty cool one.
It is, yeah.
Is that in that price range?
I think so. I think it's 5 something. As you wait, the Toyota one? That's not the is that the new Traxxas?
No, it could be, but it's the Kyosho.
Matt got it.
Yeah.
It's the Big Rock 6S. I absolutely love the Big Rock 3S.
Is it Big Rock or Black Rock? What is it?
Big Rock.
Big Rock. Okay.
Big Rock 6S. The 3S is one of my favorite RCs out there. Like that's where it would knock stuff off of my over 350 list because at $349.99 it kicks the butt of so many RCs, in my opinion. So no, I didn't call you Matt. You got it wrong. Matt Mash got it right.
Yeah.
Black Rock. They don't even have it in black. They got it in gray, red, and white this time. However, I have the black one of the. Anyway, there's another one that's not out yet that is on my list. That is, yes, awesome. Anyway, so this is, so one of the things I liked about the Arma Fire team, anybody guess?
Big tires.
Well, I mean, that was pretty cool.
Handbrake.
Assault weapon. No. No wing.
Yeah.
There's no wing.
Yep.
I despise wings.
Yeah.
On bashers.
Yeah, they're pointless. It's like the first. It's
was really good at getting you stuck on your lid. Like if you want to turtle all the time,
right?
Get a wing. Like it's going to help you do that, and then you're not going to be able to like self-right it or do anything like rock it out of it.
They're like side mirrors on crawlers.
Yeah,
they look cool, but they're pointless. Like they're just going to get ripped off in the first like crawl you do. Totally.
So yes, this 7-scale Big Rock 6S looks amazing to me. It's steep. The price is steep.
How much is it?
$699.
Whoa.
$699.
Is it a little bit bigger than the old one?
They didn't have it in this size. They only had it in the 3S line.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is like the first like monster truck-ish one of these.
Yeah.
So is it one of the things that they said was I don't know, does this? I don't think this one has a handbrake. The fire team had the handbrake. Which is what I liked about it.
Is it
but
similar
this is
to the
fire team pricing.
Yeah.
But one of the things that everyone was like, well, part of that was the ingenuity of like the cage. Well, the cage takes so much molding is one thing. 2, the handbrake is more parts, more servos, more, like more design work. This is $699. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have the wing. The other 6S lineup stuff is less. Somehow they like clearanced out the 5th scale line for less than this when they were doing that, because this isn't even the new like EXB stuff, like, so it doesn't get the extra what is the aluminum, the 10 what's the stiffer aluminum, 1075 no 7075
yes 7075 6062 yeah or 6061
so it doesn't have that, I don't think, chassis. So it's I don't know what the other advancements were on this one that makes it come in at that. It's got the bigger, longer chassis. A little bit of caging for the body in order to have it like bump on that not crush in so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that much more than the other 6 lineup that like you have to really want it.
Joey Carlson is saying servo is digital.
Okay. Yeah, it probably needs that with the bigger tires.
Yeah, yep.
So
bumpers seem all new, Pilot Ryan says. See, again, I don't have a lot to add to this because I don't have bashers. And that's something I kind of want to get into a little bit now that Dalton can handle a fast car. I feel like, well, let's go. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get something faster. So
oh, face plants. I just saw that. I think he's talking about me smashing my fire team into his face. Still sorry about that.
You're not sorry.
Right into his camera, man. Anyway, yeah,
it's pretty sweet.
65 plus mile an hour with optional stuff, pinions.
That's fast.
Yeah, it is really fast for it. So, because wait, what does like a Creighton go for?
I don't know. I thought they were like $899.
I guess it's 8th scale and it's $549. So I guess this is 7th scale.
I thought I just saw. I thought maybe it was the Outcast that I was looking at. That was like $1,200 or something like that. I don't remember. One of them seemed more than I remember it being.
I was trying to remember like the Italian EXB. I don't have it anymore. I remember it was going somewhere around that, but it was EXB and it was like $730 or $749, but it had all the higher end parts for it, which I think is one of the best ones that they had.
Yeah. Says had actual scale lights too. Not that Tony was really into that.
Well, those are optional. So you have to pay more if you want them to work.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's got little mirrors on it I can break off.
Yeah, those are sweet.
No, but I mean, still, if it's on my wish list. Like it's the
for sure.
styling I wanted from them in this bigger scale. Like,
well, and that's the thing is that this is the thing that these are the lists that we would be like, we want this. You know what I mean? Like
if somebody wanted to get that for me for Christmas, I would gladly drive the snot out of it.
Yep, you would be happy. All right, here comes mine. You're probably gonna hate me for this.
Don't do it early on me.
Well,
what is it?
The son of a digger. LMT.
That's on my list.
Can't have enough. I never got one. So I got the kit and then I got the King Sling. Never got a true LMT. And
look at the price on those though. And yet I paid that several times for those.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm questioning the other one at $6.99. Where's my head at?
Yeah. Well,
it's bigger electronics, bigger. I mean, there's definitely more scale.
Well,
like
there's
the solid axle is not cheaper to make.
No, and all the licensing. Like,
yeah.
But still, way sick. Do we need to say more about that? I mean, come on. Like, I would take that all day. Yeah. All day. If someone said, hey, I got a monster truck for you and it's an LMT, son of a digger, I'd be like, thank you very much. Can I do something for you? Can I mow your lawn? What can I do?
Yeah. It's one of my most fun RCs still.
It is. It is. And you know, it's
hey, who shot that video down there? That looks huh.
I don't know. Somebody. Some hack. All right, I'll get out of it. So we all know what it is.
A good one.
It's a good one, right? I love it. That's a good one.
So this next one is going to shock a lot of people. This may ruffle feathers. This.
Don't you?
I have a hard time. I have a hard time doing it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But I mean,
don't do it. I didn't put it on my list.
Nope. Really?
Nope. That's okay, trader.
It's the Easy RC Triton 1/18 scale mini crawler. Only $69.99. Today only.
Today only.
Flash sale, pre-Black Friday sale. That's like way pre. RC Overload, what's up? Man, it's been a while. I've seen you've been busy though.
Jim's hobby. You've changed.
It's not me, it's you.
Can't even talk to you anymore.
So it was really a toss-up between this or the smaller size wide max. But I would rather have the big rock, I think, over that. Like in this size, it's still I'm a monster truck guy. It's one of the coolest RCs I've had in that size. So
it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. It's just not for me. Like it's like I could see
they're big.
Yeah.
And they take a beating. It's an obnoxious basher, and that's got an obnoxious paint job.
Yeah. Everyone needs a good obnoxiously big basher.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. Matt from RC Overload got me into RC, man. All my first SCX-10 stuff was based on his videos.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Way back with the Jeep. I had the Casey Curry one. He had the silver one.
Nice.
But yeah. Yeah. And I would do the X-Max over the XRT. So I look through, I'm trying to be fair, not just do like all low-C. And I was looking around and that was in the list. I sorted them by price. And I'm like, man, if I, 10. And so if I could have one with no strings attached for price or anything, or company being companies, this would be one of them. So, and the XRT is tough as nails, but I would want the monster truck version. It just wasn't as much fun. Like what's fun about this is the wheelies, the way that it corners and leans.
Yeah.
just tears up your yard, like
Yep.
literally tears up your grass and leaves ruts.
Okay.
So yeah,
Stop there. I've got that's a good segue for my next one.
good.
It's a
I got to add that to my pricing.
Good segue to my next one. Okay,
I can do a tally at the end.
So speaking of tearing up your yard, you're gonna kill me for this one too. 100%, dude.
That's just an LMT.
No, it's not. It's not. The tires driving.
So I chose the other one because of the tires. Like I would want the monster truck. You like this? Go for it. I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry.
So this head-to-head was so much fun. Like head-to-head mud drags, getting super dirty, mud flinging all over the place. That was like a giddy experience having these things rip through the mud. I mean, it was a perfect mud like run. And then coming home and then getting to do it. And we had a mud bog that I went to and did it, but then also being able to do it in the snow. Dude,
yeah,
these things,
they are awesome in the snow. I will give them that.
Dude, oh, they are so much fun. Like, yeah, the longer wheelbase, like I want the Son of a Digger one because it's Son of a Digger. I want this one because it's the Bog Hog and it looks cool and it's but yeah, hands down. I think I was so surprised how much fun the King Sling was. So much fun.
We had fun making that video.
It was, and even like I said, even at home when I was driving it, it was just so much fun. Like it, for some reason, it got me more. The King Sling got me to drive the LMT more because of how fun the King Sling was. In my opinion, it was too good, too good. Prove me wrong. Change my mind.
I have one, so I don't need to. I'm a fan, and we had a blast making the videos.
Yeah,
absolute blast.
Yep. Okay, what's your next one? Do you have
my next one is the Mojave 4S.
Yeah.
Only in this paint scheme.
The orange one?
Yeah.
Ew.
What? What do you mean, ew? This is Ivan Stewart, bro.
Yeah, but I like the Murica one.
What?
Murica. Look at that. Come on. Red, white, and blue. Those colors don't run, Tony. Let's go.
They'd have to run in order to catch Ivan Stewart. That guy's fast, man.
Iron Man.
It means they're going to be losing if they don't run.
It's cool. So I seriously almost pulled it when I sold the two Nomads.
Joey, come on, you guys.
See? Blue is
no, better.
All day.
Never.
All day.
Iron Shoot Off-Road for the win. Thank you.
See, Racing Case is with me too.
No.
Yeah. Yep. All day, dude. So much better. Sorry, Tony. You're just uncool. Look at that. Do that. Yeah. Oh, come on. Look at the blue in the sun.
Okay, it does have a little bit of sparkle in the sun.
It's all about the sparkle, baby. One of the best old school video games, Ivan Stewart. Yep, I remember that one. Look at that.
Off-road.
Look at that, Tony. Come on.
Yum.
No.
Delicious.
It's good. I mean, I would take either one of them, but the blue one is just 10 times better.
And what alternate universe? Nah.
It doesn't even look like it's
so good. I mean, look at that. He puts his cages on the wrong side. He does. You're right.
The lotion on the skin. Everyone
is entitled to their incorrect opinions, Tony. Oh, that is true.
Hey, you came up in a conversation, Harley, today because I was telling Andre about a cage that I'm working on. I'm like, this one might be a good one for Harley because it's kind of in the truck and out of the truck at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But is the white sparkles as well? I can't tell.
No, it doesn't sparkle.
Doesn't look like it.
Nope. Looks slow.
Pretty flat.
Yeah, pretty slow.
Well, that is one of my favorite video games, by the way, of all time.
Oh, for sure.
Red, yellow, blue. I'm still trying to locate one to get in my basement.
Yes, good luck.
I was in where was I? I was in Connecticut racing. Connecticut, is that where that RC Max? No. Where do the New York guys race? They do it at I think it's Connecticut. Anyway, we were there doing a monster truck race, and the guys from Freestyle RC came in like, yeah, we had to stop on the way in to pick up a video game. Like, oh man, it's not worth it unless it was off road. They're like, that's what it was. We picked up like the 2-person version of Super Off Road. I was like, what? Oh, it is a pearl white. Very nice.
I don't believe it.
They're saying it does sparkle, so we were wrong. I haven't even seen one in person yet. I saw a box.
Yeah,
of one up at the local shop.
Me too.
So what was that one? $4.99.
Okay.
That one might be on my Christmas wish list, like the top of it, because the price range is kind of.
I thought
could get dangerous.
I thought this next one was like on super deep sale, and I was kicking myself for not buying it.
All right. That's not coming back, buddy. You got to pick something else.
All right. All right. It's not coming back at all?
No.
Come on, Tony.
No.
Come on. Okay.
It's actually at Jeff's Brown shop that I saw the 4S one.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Which one?
Matt Mass got both bodies. I couldn't choose. The choice isn't that difficult, guys. Only the white one.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Don't you dare choose one of mine. Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really good choice.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Wait, is it $9.99 right now?
Boom.
That's a pretty good price.
Yep. I'm halfway there in my budget. I'm halfway there. Need to sell some stuff. I think that'd be fun. I do. I really do. I don't think I drive it very often, and the batteries would be.
You got a beach, dude. You'd have a blast with it.
I don't have that big of a beach here. Like, I have to drive to go to a beach, but the one that's right by my house is pretty small.
Where are those sand dunes you guys were at?
That's like 2 hours away.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. That's a good price on it, too.
Yeah.
I have that version of it, and I love it.
You do have it?
The Fox, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
Yeah.
How come you never drive it?
Wait, do I have the Fox one? I think I have the Losi one where it has her name and a bunch of.
Why don't you drive it?
8S is a pain to charge up.
Is that you have that one? That was lame.
I think so, and it says Losi in the actual paint or the.
Lame. There you go. Orange. That'll make Josh happy.
Yeah. All right. So I'm glad I got this one in before you did. If you even have it on your list.
Let's see. I'm having to use a couple of my alternates already. What do you got? I'm waiting for it.
I've actually exited all the way out of sharing.
Oh my goodness.
Bam. There it is.
Oh, not on my list.
Not on your list?
Nope.
Okay, this whole show is worthless. Like what? How can we tell people what top 10 things are if you don't have this on your list?
It's not on my list.
What?
It's cool.
Wow. I thought I knew you better. You want the red and blue Mojave, and now you don't have the Pro Moto on your list.
Nope.
Dang, $549. All that new tech in it.
I think you're going to be surprised what's on the top of my list. I think you're going to be very surprised.
I probably will be at this point.
Yep.
I'm shocked. I don't even know you anymore.
That's okay.
So yeah, I would get this one. Probably in the red too.
How
It's
could
pretty
I not want
hot.
a Pro Moto? Not on my list.
La who's her?
I think they're cool. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never driven one, so
Yeah,
that's probably why it's like, it looks cool.
they're pretty cool.
I just can't see I can't see myself. It's not utilitarian enough. Like I can't see myself. I can't drive it in the snow. It's not really going to go out in the water. It rains here a lot. Like it'd be cool on the 8-scale track. Insanity not to put that on your list.
If you just have an open field or anything to just rip one in, they're insane. Like,
wow, that's a big statement, Harley. See what he said?
Yeah, I think he's.
It's the best bashing RC that has been released.
I think he's been driving 24 scale recently and got into his brain a little bit.
I don't know if it's the best. Like,
nah, of the bashers, because the last 10 years, like I've only been in it for 10 years, and what I've seen just in 10 years is insane. I mean, there wasn't an X-Max 10 years ago.
No,
there wasn't any of those like Arma 6 scale, 5th scales, yeah.
Or the little crazy 3-wheeled car that he's talking about. You're thinking the motorcycle.
Oh, he does like those.
I know. You're thinking the motorcycle's going to have more fun than that?
It's not a trike. He's going to want a drift trike next, like a real full-on one.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's insane what they developed in it. And, I mean, if they can take that to an even another level, it could get to what he's saying. It's definitely revolutionary in what
would be the next
created. Just so that the front wheel doesn't do the little shake thing coming out of certain corners.
Yeah.
Which it corrects itself out of. And if you get it to turn a little tighter without some of that issue, but I mean, it's super revolutionary.
Yeah. I don't discredit that at all. Like I 100% agree with it. I just don't think I could drive it much out here. Like I could, but just I don't know.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's next level. I'd love to see it with some things like paddle tires in person and what that would look like. Because I think maybe for straight runs it'd be great, but I mean you lean over too much and you're done.
Maybe it is.
I mean, boats was not off the list. I actually almost put.
I almost did too.
And actually, the tugboat is on my real wish list of things that I want. So that's funny that Brian says that because they had them on sale, and I'm like,
We'll see, and for me,
tugboat.
I really want the kit one though. I want to build a boat. Like I want to build one.
Yeah. Well, so that was the one I almost put on, and I was searching the heat wave, and I'm like, it's not that anyway. But that's what pulled that car up. I'm like, I'd actually want this more. And I put it at number 9 because I was going to put the little jet boat on the list.
Right.
It's not little, actually, but the jet boat.
The jet boat.
It was like a contender. It was like probably 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RC tuk-tuk. That's what he's talking about. It just sounds weird.
But yeah. Anyway, all right. So, wow. You didn't have that on there.
Nope.
Looks like my affiliate links will be doing a lot better than yours on this whole thing.
I'm just going to put it on just for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, I don't know why I have it so high up the list, but hear me out. The price of this truck is surprisingly low for what it is. Compared to like an UDR or an X-Max, or it's just so like I feel like I could get such cool scale videos of this and
for the size, yeah,
I mean,
almost the price of the UDR.
Yeah, and I would like go and find small animals and put them in the truck and drive it around and just for fun. I don't know.
Like squirrel piloted by a squirrel.
Yeah.
Little helmet on.
Yeah. But no, I mean, for the price,
if you made a costume for the squirrel and sent him out like a little Evil Knievel, you would be winning the internet.
But I think this is one of those ones where it's like again, if you had more than one, you were actually racing out on like an 8-scale track. Maybe not such big booters on it, but like it would be so much fun. Like,
you know what would be so much fun is if it had 2 body pins in the front at the bottom, and then the whole thing hinged up, and you could work on the whole thing.
Yeah,
And you could Velcro your batteries into it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. But it's just like I said, would I ever buy this? Probably not, but it's something really cool that I would want. You know what I mean? Like, it's up there. This is probably less likely for me to buy. The next two are extremely less likely, but are extremely awesome.
You might not even get to it.
No, I'm gonna get to it. I'm not gonna.
So this one, there's no.
I'm not gonna stop sharing my screen. You know what? What? Oh.
You know it was on the list.
You know what's
this
killing
isn't
me?
even the one I want.
I forgot to put it on my list. That's what's killing me. And then as soon as I got
really?
it, yeah, and I had it in the back of my head for like days, and then I was like, oh, I forgot about it.
The one I actually want though is the Son of a Digger one that I saw at Monster Jam World Finals. It'll be out this coming January.
Yeah.
So
100%.
yeah.
No,
it's there's no affiliate links on this, but it's amazing.
Yep.
And when you see them in person, they just look fantastic.
For sure.
So $4,000. So that just put my list way up there now.
Yep. That's why is this not letting me paste it?
So it looks like I would hit over $10,000 if I added them all up.
I'm over 10. 100%. Let's see if this.
Yeah. Isaac Ancrum. Yeah, it's the XXL LMT.
Yep. It's cool. I would want the electric one. I think the gas one's rad, but I would want the electric conversion.
Yeah. They're really big. And this one feels even bigger with the body and all that.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's not as wide feel because it's a narrower upper, but it just for some reason feels larger. Those shocks, man, look at the version of the new version of their shocks. I have them to install on my Raminator. They're massive, which will be great because I bent so many of those. Like that's the one thing that I would damage on that truck was. No, two things. I would damage that, and I would damage the little, which they're also coming out with a fix for. They're going to do more of a standard style servo or steering link instead of the weird kind of shaped one they have. That is what I have problems with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, but the Son of a Digger one is pretty amazing.
Any one of them would be rad. I mean,
yeah,
it would. Yeah. I would totally terrorize my neighborhood with one of those for sure.
Yeah.
Just wrapping out everywhere.
Yeah, I'd have to build an Exoplex. Exo Cage has done such crazy stuff with his primals.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Could be yours, Tony.
Yeah.
Sell some guitars and a tuba. Then you have it.
Crazy. That tuba ain't worth squat. I was so bummed. Did I tell that story of that big old? Yeah.
Yep. So is this?
I don't have any want for their, the new Charger that they had.
Yeah.
Challenger, sorry.
Yeah. It's cool, but I'm with you. It's kind of like
not my style on road. I know there's a lot of people that will love it, especially with the new suspension stuff they're working on.
Right.
But yeah.
It's cool for the drag car thing, I guess, but
oh yeah. I mean, they do it in New York. Those guys go nuts with it. So
yeah.
But yeah. That's the top. That's the number one for me. You got 2 left, you said?
I got 2 left. Yep.
Is that because you did more than 10 or because we had two copies?
We had copies. The Baja Ray was a copy, and I took out one of the other ones because it wasn't. It was an RTR with the battery, so it got the price over.
I was the only one that had one copy, and somehow you still have two left. I dipped out on two of mine, the Puma one, but you announced it.
Yeah.
And what else do we have that was similar?
Baja Ray.
Oh, you had that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I had the Baja Ray, and then the fire team was discontinued. So I skipped So I skipped the fire.
That's
team.
right.
I can count.
Still feel like you're adding an extra one in here, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so this might shock you. Are you ready?
Yes.
You already see it.
I don't see it.
Oh,
I do see it. What? The price is low. That's not their biggest one.
No.
That's not the one you ride in.
No.
Have you seen that one?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't drive that in my backyard, though. This one I could drive in my backyard. So, yeah. I mean,
I love that it just says articulating dump truck.
I know.
Nothing like an articulating dump.
Well, sometimes it's been a while.
I take my articulating dump to the beach. Pick up some sand while I'm there.
How rad would that be, though? I mean, it just seems like brawn. It's all metal. And it's like, I was looking at some of the specs on what it could actually dump. And what I like the payment stuff. It's like, well, we could take bank transfer. It's like when you have to transfer money from a bank directly, it's an expensive RC. 930 kV motor. Massive. Its weight is only 26 pounds. I don't believe it. Payload capacity 55 pounds. Yes. Look at that.
Yeah, Kagan's right. Bring on the large stones. That's for the you got the megalithics coming. That thing is, I see where it articulates.
Yeah, it articulates in the center.
Yep.
Where you turn it.
Yep.
I mean, imagine your wife being like,
what is the cost of one to not articulate?
I don't know.
What's the normal dump truck? Oh, that's sweet with the lift up in the front.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Have you researched? Is there a community of nerds in your area that drive these?
Yeah, there is.
There's a nerd community that drives these.
At the Hobby Expo, they indoors they bring in a bunch of dirt, and they actually at the Hobby Expo they're just moving dirt and loading big tractor trailers full of dirt, and they're driving it around, and then they're yeah, it's pretty rad. It's pretty rad, dude. But they're so expensive. They're so expensive. But they're pretty cool. I'll do my number one. My number one. These were actually alternates for my number one, but they work. What? Why is that going there? Hold on.
So why would you choose the dump truck over, say, an earth mover?
Well, Tony, I've got number one coming right there. So I would this would be the top, and I would just move the dirt around. But if I could have a truck that was sitting right next to it, then I could load the truck and then drive it around and make my track with, dude, I would constantly be doing track changes for days. I'd be like
one time, and then you'd be like, I'm getting my shovel. I give you one time on that.
No way. Look at that. Dude. Come on.
You blow out your hydraulics, and then you'll be like, ugh,
no,
use a shovel.
I'd blow out the hydraulics, and then I'd put on some coveralls, and I'd go out there, and then I'd be heavy equipment mechanic and fix it all.
Have you seen their hydraulic oil contain? It looks like a wine. But I thought they had wine for sale on the RC4 Drive website. I'm like, what in the hydraulic oil.
Yeah.
Looks like vegetable oil or a wine bottle.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be so rad. Look at it. It's got lights. I could do it at night. I could shovel my driveway.
Look at the new drive shaft. Look at that. It's like
It's just
double jointed.
beefcake. Yeah, dude. I could definitely. I looked at the scale Bobcat. They were pretty cool, but these had heavier capacity. So I was like, "Yep, that's it. That's the one." Because imagine, like I said, imagine shoveling your driveway, just sitting there. And...
You need to get rid of the little spikes though, so you can back drag that thing.
Well, of
and
course I
do
would.
nice.
Yeah, I'd cut them right off. I like the one with the tires. They have the dozer that has the tracks, but I was like, tracks are cool. Tires are cooler. I don't know.
Yeah, the way because does it articulate too for cornering or no?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
In the
that's-
middle?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine that.
So it just looks wicked when it's moving. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
See?
See?
I don't know you.
What are you talking about, dude? That'd be so rad.
If you had a pro moto on your list, they would be rad because you could make like scale dirt bike courses. You're not going to make scale whatever other courses with those. I don't see it happening. You could make a dirt bike jump though.
I could make my monster truck course in the backyard with it. I could make my rally course in the backyard with it. All day, dude. All day.
Nah.
Yep.
Hey, Dirk. I'm not getting into RC construction like Sean. I was just calling Pablo a nerd for wanting these.
What do you, dude? They're the unicorn stuff. I would never buy them.
They don't go fast. We said they were going to go fast and do jumps.
Well, these do jumps.
They make jumps.
They do jumps. They do make jumps.
Sheesh.
I think it'd be rad.
A shovel would take 1/14 of the time of scale heavy equipment. At least.
Yeah. Well, but you could stay inside and watch it from your living room with the fireplace on. And
not big enough.
Sip on your coffee. Just go back and forth. You just got to get an early start. You can't wait till there's a foot of snow out there. Just keep the batteries going.
Wow.
It'd be awesome. You imagine how annoyed your neighbors would be if you're sitting in your front living room and you hear the beeping sound from it backing up every time you shovel a pass. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep.
This is happening right now.
Oh, come on.
Sheesh.
Dude, I bet you if you got one of these,
I know I would be hooked. So don't get me hooked.
You would be totally hooked.
Don't get me hooked. I was honestly just looking at him and like, well, that's $2,000. That's not that terrible for him. I thought they were like $4,000.
You get so excited riding your deer around, and then you'd get one of these, and you'd be like, "Yep."
Yeah. Yep. What's up, Jack? Hey, there's Sean. Speaking of making fun of nerds that do scale
dirt work,
scale dirt crew.
I'm telling you,
all I could think of is like Triumph the comic dog. The nerd convention for the Star Wars when they were coming out with the new Star Wars movies, and Conan O'Brien sent him out there and he made fun of all the people. Which of these buttons do you push to call your mom to come pick you up when you're done? Beep.
Yeah.
Mom, my friends are done. Can you come pick me up? And my 14th scale articulating dump. Gosh.
It'd be so rad, dude. Just seeing them like cut the track for the rally course out there. And then if you had like two of them and a dump truck and they're constantly loading and going back and forth, it'd be like Fraggle Rock. It'd be like Fraggle Rock.
I like Fraggle Rock.
So do I. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, RC farm tractor would be pretty rad.
I've seen them. Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
You'd
Oh,
get really small plants.
Kagan just texted me.
Oh.
Apparently I called him Keegan.
Oh.
Oops.
Sorry,
Kagan.
My 124 scale goes faster and has better articulation.
All right, so let's move on. So that was our top 10s. My list was way better, I would say. So we'll have to do a poll on that, but I'm pretty down with mine being a better list.
Mine's very diverse, though. I have the gamut. I had a drift car. You didn't have a drift car. I had
a motorcycle. And I had a rally. And I had a rock bouncer.
Oh, I guess you had a rally. Yeah. I had a rally first, though. Okay, so
what's up? That we were pretty good. We both had the LMTs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we already talked about your Razor Glory, pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
Really good run experience. I've been wanting that for a bit. Ever since I first saw him come out, it was on my okay, this is on my very top of my list of want-to-haves. And I know it's not something everybody else wants, but I'm okay with getting it anyway. So, yeah.
Thanks, Joey. My RC pellet is more choice, he says. It's a connoisseur, a fine connoisseur of RCs. But I agree. The motorcycle should have been on my list, but probably number 10. I'll give you that. And I didn't get
the primal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I didn't get the primal. Should have been on there. I'll give you that. Because I had a couple that were like duplicates that I was like, yeah, but whatever. Like the LMTs.
I had a pretty good palette of stuff. I mean, I had a Razor, which is way different. I had a motorcycle.
Yeah, but the Razor and the Baja Ray are
monster truck. Baja Ray. They're not the same at all. The Rift. The Rally.
Matt says no Red Cat hauler or drift car. Or for the drift car. They're cool. Won't touch nitro or gas yet. Actually, I almost put the USA one. I even told Tony a while ago that I was jonesing to get the nitro USA one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you missed that. I looked at putting that on my list.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, we're gonna do a crawler list that's designated to only crawlers. Can be kit or ready to run.
All price range.
Any price range. So it'll be like SCX24 Jeep, SCX24 Gladiator, SCX24 Bronco, SCX24 Deadbolt, SCX24 Betty, if you can find one. All 10 SCX24s.
Yuck. Tell me about your comp.
Comp was great.
Was it indoor?
Indoor, yeah.
Okay.
So I went out with buddies crawling the weekend before. We talked about that with the Red Cat Ascent.
I saw your video, and I think you talked about it last week, but I wasn't on.
Oh, you weren't there. Anyway, it was super fun.
Yeah.
I took those wheels and tires off, put it onto my Ecto, and because it had just more stuff on it for doing the comp there, mainly it had, a Reese Raw 500 in it, and it had the brass version, and it had the on-axle, and it had a brushless motor.
Yeah.
So I one-handed drove it to third place.
Ooh.
So it was pretty cool.
Kiss the ring.
Yep. Well, it's one of those, I haven't driven it, that Ecto on, and I haven't driven that course, so I didn't know, how it would slip or slide in the, because it's dusty.
Yeah.
At times. So, yeah.
Yes.
What do you do with gas kit car?
Did you have a gas car?
Oh, I did. I had that sprint car, the gas when I sold it before I left, because they were racing them down there. So I kind of wanted them to keep it in that race league.
Yeah.
And the guy helped me with my that I sold to help me with my 5T, make new brackets and stuff, and get my pipe mounted up better.
Nice.
So I actually just found what I need to mount that on there. I need to get that thing running again. The 5T
Yeah, you do.
2.0 with that Gravedigger body that looks so good on it.
Mm.
Which
Yeah,
I also bought in white and orange and yellow.
Of course you
because
did.
of how good it looks.
I remember
Stewarded.
back in the day when Parma made the Gravedigger body and you could buy the stickers. This is way back in the day when I was a kid. I mounted that to my Mud Blaster, but then I painted it all bright orange and then put the Gravedigger stickers on it, like way back when. I don't know if this is late 80s, early 90s. I don't remember when this was, but way back when. David Ferris says the Nightwalker is pretty rad. I'll have to take your word for it. Mine is still not arrived. So I was told I was going to get one, and then it just never showed up. So
Kagan, 10 SCX24s. No need for a tree this year. Just an oversized stocking, huh? It's about right.
Almost 6 foot tall stockings.
Yeah. What was the other one I saw? I didn't answer. Oh, what color for the big rock? Dark. I'd go with the gray. Hands down.
It's pretty sweet.
I don't know why they didn't do the matte black again. That was just so good. But yeah.
So good. Well, that's cool about the comp, though. That's rad.
Yeah, so I did well. And then the minis. Did I break again? Is that what I did? No, I didn't. But I went first. And I didn't do well.
How do you guys decide who goes first?
I just went for it. Because I wanted to do the 10 scale too, and I wasn't sure how busy things were going to get. I just jumped out and went for it.
Nice.
But having watched other people, I'm like, yeah. And there was one line that I did wrong, and it was like, oh. And I had to do like a couple moves and then got the right line, and nobody else had to make that mistake after me. So, yeah.
How many gates were in your 10 scale one, approximately?
Not a lot, and it was only one course.
That's
12, maybe.
That's the tough part about doing indoor stuff. I would love to do. I wish we had an indoor one, but
I think normally they do two sides. Like they'll do that and then set up another one on the another course, like we do for our minis. I think maybe not. Maybe they only do the one. I didn't count them, but it's a pretty good little run of them.
Nice.
I think I don't know. We don't go at the same as the. Normally it's not the same night, but it's something new they're trying, which I actually like because I couldn't give up 2 nights to do it. So you may see me do more 10 scale. In fact, I have video of the run I need to post.
Nice.
Just it's not great. It's just me holding the camera sideways like this and driving
like this.
The other hand, yeah.
Holding the camera.
Driving. I'd probably actually be like this, left eye down it.
Yeah.
Face against the camera so you can get your eye in the.
What? I can't hear you.
All of my cameras are like the screen where you look at the pictures on the digital are all like fingerprinted, basically looking. But it's for my face smashed up against the back to get my left eye into the camera.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I worked on fixing that just because of shooting. You can't do that. You can't look over with your left eye.
We talked about that. I'm the same way.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely left eye. And weirdly, like certain things are left for me. Like I ride my bike opposite, like goofy footed. So I'd always put my left foot forward instead of my right.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Which you'd normally have your right foot and have the power, but I always had the left. So, yeah. Anyway, certain left-handed tendencies. They forced me to not be left-handed in first grade, like the teachers.
Really?
Yeah. So back then.
That's crazy. This guy looks like George Lopez's adopted brother. What? I'll take it. This podcast family reunion. I like it.
No, it's about RC cars.
Yep.
So anyway, what else did you have on your? Yeah, my comp went well. Both I didn't do great on the one, did good on the other.
Megalithic traction was your other one.
Oh yeah, that's what it was testing partly with that. So I don't know if you gave me a recommendation for hex widths for those spec RC wheels or what you get, but they definitely make the offset so wide that I need to get some new hexes to put in the spec RC wheels to help suck it in a little more. I'm a whole half-inch wider.
What?
Yeah.
Than your gates?
No, than the other trucks that are running more standard, even stock wheel for like the Ascent. When I had it on that, I was a half an inch wider just by swapping out those wheels. So I could just get a little bit smaller, which I think Jeff said he ordered some. But yeah.
Yeah, 375s are. I generally run 375, and then sometimes I run the 0.25. I was bummed because I wanted to get some of and I don't know if Harley's still in here. I don't know if they're discontinued, but I love the brass slugs. They're the hex brass slugs. They're just for the SLW. They're like the SLW hub, bolts right onto your wheel, and then it has the hex machined out of the other end, and they're just like a big heavy slug. I like those, and on the trail trucks I run some of them I run 875 because they're just bigger trucks, but I went to the website and none of them were in stock. It's like, come on.
You have to send me a link to whatever that is.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'd like to get one. Somebody said SSD makes one that bolts in, and it is a hex delete, and so you literally just slam it right onto the pin that goes through.
Yeah, that's kind of like what these are. Hold on, I'm gonna look up
those will be back in a week or two, he said.
Here we go.
And then they'll be sold out because I'm gonna buy them all and resell them for $2 more.
You would. What a jerk.
Yeah, I know.
Add to screen. These. So they're just like a solid brass slug, and your wheel bolts to it, and then on the back side, it's machined out for the hex. They're awesome. I love them. I use them all the time. Frank's right.
I mean, isn't that what they all are?
No. Normally they're like machined aluminum.
But they're just brass versions of those.
Well, they're just heavier. Hold on, I'll show you the hex hub. Oh, not that.
Right, so they're just a normal bolt-in.
No. Nope. Where are they? These. Well, this is a short one, but normally they look like that.
Okay.
And then the brass.
So the other ones are they're thicker all the way to it, just for more weight.
Yep.
Oh, well, see, I want to delete of all that, and so it just has a little slit in it,
right?
And it just pushes right over and it just sucks them in.
Yep.
Even narrower.
I get that. The problem with going too narrow, in my opinion, is that you lose some of your wheel turning abilities. I could stop this. Not a lot, but
well, if I could do it on the rear, that's sucked in, and then the front just be a little bit
wide.
And because it's easier to get the front tires through, it's the back that's always you have less control over. So if I could have them be narrowed up a little bit, would be awesome.
Do you have limited control of your rear end, Tony?
Mm-hmm. That's what the articulating dump. It's bad.
Yes. So I went out onto the trail. So we have daylight savings time out here.
So do we.
Oh, you do? I thought you guys did. Oh, I thought we were like the last holdouts. It sucks. So
I thought they were getting rid of it.
So did I. But anyways, I knew it was coming up, and it's been raining like cats and dogs here. So Friday, I saw the weather was supposed to be nice, like not rain.
Yeah. Did you look at the actual weather, or no? You just thought it was?
No, I looked at the actual weather, but it still had a chance of rain, and so I was like, okay. And I know I had to go out because daylight savings kicks in. And so now it's getting dark at 4:30 here. And I'm like, oh, it's brutal. So I can't really get out and crawl after work. So I went out and did some crawling at that spot. And oh man, I'm liking that spot more and more. I mean, it's like a 15-minute walk, trail walk. It's not too bad, but I've done a handful of videos there and still haven't hit the same trail twice. So like the next round of videos, I'm probably going to finally hit the same trail again with another car, but it's so much fun. I took the Phoenix out there. I took a Red Cat Gen 8 that I haven't done in years out there. And it was so relaxing.
Articulating dumping.
So, but okay, so I'm kind of transitioning into this YouTube kind of talk. So,
this is good news.
Yeah, so, some of it, yeah. So things have been on the up and up. I've been partially monetized, which is awesome. Which means I can do super chats now. I can do super thanks. There's one other one that you can do. And now I have the shop on the bottom of the screen. So now you can go to my YouTube and see the shop.
Oh, your shirts.
Yeah. So that's rad.
Okay.
So now, yes. and I found like what's it called? I found a method, a workflow that really helps. And I sent you all the list of the videos that I already have preloaded. And I have like 11 videos preloaded, and I'm just going to do 2 a week and this, I think, and do some shorts maybe. But man, it's pretty like, it's nice, this workflow that I got. And I think I'm going to be able to have it sustain. But one of the things, like I had some comments on there that were talking about how, and you've told me before, like how I need to set up the video a little bit more. Oh,
dang it, David!
Yeah.
Garrett, you suck.
Thank you. I feel like I should do a little dance.
I was sitting there sneaking in, trying to get it in there. He's rubbing in my face.
I need to do like a little sea walk action video on a green screen and then throw it up when you get a super chat. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Tony's like, I really just did it to my own channel. You can't see it on the side. Just kidding. No, but so I got some comments about how I need to talk more. And I'm like, I was torn because like these crawling videos, like I get it on like the race videos and the vlogs and stuff like that. But on the crawling videos, it's like, it's so relaxing to go out there and that's what I really like about crawling, is that it's like just slow, get in the line, seeing the car move. But then I started doing like more voiceover to it. And I think that's going to be the winner chicken dinner. Most. Look at that. I like it. Boom. Thanks, guys. Now I get to see.
I'm the highest giver at this point.
Now I got to see who I got a super thanks or whatever earlier. And then wow, you'll never be this true first though. Well, you know. No, but it's at that point where it says you'll be notified when you hit the threshold of a payout or whatever. So I don't know what that threshold is.
I think it's like $50.
Yeah, sweet.
Something like that.
Almost there. Rad. Thanks,
yeah.
guys.
Our money's in limbo now, David. Good job.
I know. I probably won't see it for another 6 months. No, just kidding. But I'm getting close, man. I'm getting close to being fully monetized. I need some hours. I actually reached out to one of the local hobby shops and I was like, hey, if you want some cool content that's family friendly, put it up on your YouTube, guys. Like, play a playlist. Let's go. Because it's, all that slow crawl video and racing video out here, and it's all the local stuff that we do. So, but getting close, man. I'm getting excited. My goal was to be monetized in a year, and my first video on that thing was Thanksgiving. So it's like I'm getting real close. I think I'm like 650 hours away, which
You're all good, David.
Gross. But yeah, I think I'm like 650 hours away.
$100 threshold.
Oh wow.
We are in our money's in purgatory.
No, forever.
YouTube purgatory.
That's all right. Did I hit up JNS? I haven't hit up JNS since. I don't know if they're moved yet. I know they were moving soon. So when they move into their new place, I'll definitely hit them up to see if they'll play it. Because I don't think they had a TV set up lately. But I know the new. Oh, did I tell you about the Hobby Town moving? In our local Hobby Town, one of them, Tony?
No.
Tony. Oh, it is. Until I don't know what JNS is going to look like. That's the other local hobby shop. That's the like mom and pop hobby shop, and then the Hobby Town is Hobby Town. But it is the nicest hobby town I've ever been in. It is so nice. Like I want to go. I felt weird because I was there and I was like, I wanted to take the camera out and start videoing the shop, but I'm not there enough. Like they know who I am, but I'm not there at this one. This one's down in Redmond, Washington, and it's probably a 30-minute drive from here, 40-minute drive from here, but it was awesome. Nick B, JNS is moving north on the same road to a new building. So unfortunately, they're not going to have the track there anymore. But thanks, Jack of all trades. It says, congrats on getting there. We just hit 1,000 subs, which was our hang up. Good job, man. That's sweet. Oh, Everett Hobbytown? No, I'm talking about Redmond Hobbytown. Redmond Hobbytown moved into Redmond Town Center, which is like the nice mall. You missed a full list of top 10s of $350 plus awesomeness. We're going to put the links in ones. Yep, we're going to put the links in there later. But yeah, no, that hobby shop was awesome. So but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to do more of these videos, and I'm excited to like find my flow now. Took a year to kind of find that like how I can workflow it and make it. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, those slow crawl videos, but I dig making them. So that's all I care about.
And when you get to put them up and then you just talk and you like a really deep
voice the
whole time through. Like,
did you see the last one with the
imagine being in the woods? Green, it looks like you're on indoor, taking the most beautiful articulating dump you've ever seen.
It's pretty much. It's awesome. I love it.
I think I now think of articulating dumps are what like AT walkers would do. They just articulated dump.
Feel like dinosaur poop. Huge articulating dump. I think of an articulating bus dump.
Yeah.
Like what that would look like. Yuck.
Super congrats, Jacko Trades on 1,000. That's such a big milestone.
It is.
It really is. I think it was probably my favorite, other than hitting 50. 50 was a pretty big milestone. We've kind of I've stalled out recently, but I think it's because I've stalled out recently.
Yeah. Well, and yeah. I think the whole market kind of stalled out a little bit too. Like all of the platforms. I don't know if you saw, not to get into social media talk, but
yeah, we're at the end. What do we got? Do we hit all the points? Because we can wrap up with that. It's always interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Because everybody deals with it.
Yep. Instagram is saying they're going to start payouts again. Which is,
yep.
But
I got some.
Did you get some already? I haven't. Mm-hmm. I haven't got mine or got anything yet, but I haven't been checking. I don't know what are the payouts now on, because they called it super or holiday bonuses.
I got a bonus for. Now that you mention, I don't know that I've been putting into it. But my Instagram has been doing all right, actually.
Yeah.
As far as views, they've been up quite a bit.
Mine's up and down. I mean,
accounts reached.
I'm a consistent.
My Facebook has.
Yeah.
Like the one of that the stupid, like I didn't even mean for it to do anything. It was just like the big rock. No, the granite doing a backflip off of a tree.
Uh-huh.
And I just said like RCs can climb trees too. The amount of comments I get on that, some just being like, you know, the trees hate you, and monkeys climb trees better. Like
Yeah.
random stuff.
Yeah.
But like that one and the Puma Rally one, the Sen Sport, M
Yeah.
Sport, have gone nuts. Now, here's the funny thing: is I didn't post them as reels. I posted them as videos, just like a normal picture. I feel like their reel thing is such crap. Where it posts it, like where you find it, it doesn't just
On
show
Facebook?
up as a normal feed item.
Yeah.
It's kind of like not where it just goes down and people then necessarily see it and share it and whatever. So I've just been doing them as just like you'd share a photo on Facebook. So Instagram somehow posts your reel as a reel on Facebook too. Doesn't do squat.
Yeah.
But when I just take the same thing and just post it as a video, every once in a while they just kind of blow up for some reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but it's been crazy. Like I'm trying to look. So and so shared your post. Let me just see what it is. Oh, the other one that's doing all right is the Team Associated Datsun just tearing up the parking lot.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've had just a bunch. Like I'll go in and it gets to the point too, though, where you get so many alerts on things from the comments to them that you can't follow anything that's normal and current because it's all just like people you don't know posting about like your old videos like this, just jumping like random whatever before World Finals testing. It's got like 500,000 views or whatever on that one. Just pops into your feed.
I don't do anything on Facebook, like 0%. And I'm wondering if that's why Instagram hates me. It's funny because one of my first videos when I started doing the YouTube thing was how I was like, I'm over it, Instagram, I'm out. And now I'm back giving more to Instagram.
So like 725K views, 1.3K shares.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 25K almost thumbs up and likes to it. Like,
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Like,
so with your
accidental views is what I'm getting on these the last 3 months, but it's also made the page itself, and I get like 30 cents a month from Facebook from it. So I'm grateful. I mean, so
so Harley said his Instagram payouts are crazy. So did they send you a comment saying that they're starting the holiday payouts? Because I got mine. It's weird. Sometimes it'll show up and then it'll disappear. And I never set up subscriptions or anything like that. Like it says I'm monetized on there. And so it paid out a couple weeks ago for like, I had like $7 in there from like someone bought a super chat on Instagram or something. And I was like, that's weird. That was a long time ago. And then I haven't gotten anything since then. And my monetization says, all it says is subscriptions on it right now. But yeah, it kind of peekaboos with me every now and then. Just gave you the option for bonuses. Nice.
I'm looking to see where my bonus was now. It's somewhere in the dashboard. They hid.
Well, I'm wondering, so I was listening to something they were talking about. They were going to open it, but it had thresholds. But I'm like, what are the thresholds?
Oh, they have ads on Reels now. Monetize ads on Reels. Do you have that option?
I thought so. Well, hold on. Is that under monetization?
Instagram? Under professional dashboard, it just shows ads on Reels.
Yeah, see, I saw that at one point. It's ad tools. Hold on. I saw it at one point, and
under monetization, there's bonuses.
Yeah, so I don't have
that. Oh.
So ad placements. So I have show ads on Reels. Okay, so maybe I'll click that on. There. I had it turned off. Is that wrong? So I just turned it on.
Yeah.
Maybe now it'll be like, hey, because like my monetization status is all green. All green.
Dang. LC TM3 said he got one of those fifth scale low C Mini Coopers new in the box for $300. He got it for $250. Yeah, it's currently capped like $800 a month. Yeah, but so for me, the Instagram money was kind of easy money. Like
when I was doing
YouTube is so hard
yeah.
for what it was. Like
I did
Instagram
30 minutes.
Wasn't as much money, but it was like it was a super easy for how much it was. Like it was a pretty good bonus.
At Bandcamp, I did 30 minutes of live on an Instagram and got $550 for doing 30 minutes of lives. And it was it was part of the payout. And I was like, okay. Like I was like, let's go. Like I don't mind doing that. That was like a year or two ago. But
what's up, Double Down Devo? Quick answer to Jeff Kettler. I did happen to see the RCMT Virtual Freestyle Championship. They posted it all on Instagram, like the winners and all that. Because I sent off, because I had prize packages for the winners. And so I sent those out October last month, I think. Isaac Ankrum won one of them, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember everybody else. Who? I'd have to go back in and look. He would know Isaac, but I'm trying to think who the other ones were.
I didn't follow it at all.
I think I could probably look right here. You can keep talking. I'll look this up for him.
No, I didn't follow it at all. No, it's funny, Pilot Ryan, you're saying that because that's what I was hoping that that YouTube would be a little bit more stable at some point. Obviously, I'm not anywhere close to really making a dent, but that's why I'm thinking about trying to push my merch a little bit more, the shirts, and trying to make some shirts that are not like that are just funny shirts on Teespring that are related to RC, but not necessarily branded RC Amigos. But yeah, my only goal is to really just have the hobby pay for a little bit of it. It'd be really cool if I could get it to cover like track fees, entry fees, that kind of thing. But I don't have the bandwidth and time to really so KLN was talking to me about this. He's like, dude, you've got like all the tools for the recipe and the ingredients. It's just a matter of how bad do you want to get into it? Like, with the videos that I've been doing and stuff like that. Cause he's seen some of the ones that I did that haven't aired yet. And I think they're getting progressively better, which is nice. I can see that the craft of it's getting better. And, but it's like, I just don't have the time I'm just trying to be consistent. So I'm thinking I'm going to post Mondays and Thursdays and then do this Wednesday or this Tuesday thing, or maybe Monday and Wednesday. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a flow that you can post and people know to come for it, that'll help too.
Yeah.
I know that's helped with a lot of channels where they know when a new video is dropping and they wait for it, like
right.
Something to look forward to. A lot of channels used to put that up in their top bar, like when they drop.
Yeah. See, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try to be consistent on the times or the days, like I normally set mine to go live. Like mine are all uploaded and have cleared all the checks and all that. It's just a matter of scheduling them. So
yeah. So you could almost schedule them to go at a day and time. That's the thing though. So people know at 5:00 on Monday, they got a new video waiting.
Yeah.
But
I just don't want to handcuff myself to that. You know what I mean? Like,
if you don't have a backlog of them that's ready to go, then you're in trouble. Really quickly, it was RC Enthusiast, Colorado Mini Jam, and LCARC 1, LCARC 1.
Nice.
Those are the ones that won.
That's cool.
Just trying to answer his thing. But yeah, I need to find some kind of flow because now that I'm back to work and super busy, it's tough. So it's got to be carving out the time at this point.
You're in a different situation than I am though too, because you're not doing product review so much, but you're doing like product reveal, I guess, like, you know, like your radio link or your blah, blah, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know how many I've said no to this past 3 weeks? I'm not doing them. I'm trying to get out of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Send them my way. No, just kidding. But the thing like for me, what I've realized that I just want to do the stuff that I like. So like that slow crawl video, it's not for everyone. It's not the big flashy jumping and all that kind of stuff. But to me, it's like the way chill, like, you know, just to have it up in the background. And then I have some videos coming. Obviously, I have the race stuff coming. And then I have more. I did a carcass one. I don't know if you caught that one, where I was talking like I was talking to my podcast, but I was building a car or working on a car for it. I don't remember which one it was, but I think
is on YouTube. I didn't see that.
Yeah, no, I was setting up the suspension on a car.
I didn't see that one. I'll have to go back and look for it.
I'll see if I can pull up the thumbnail. But you know, but those are the things that I like. So I'm like, if I like them, then I'm just gonna go with it. Let's see, which one is it? This one right here on the left. I can't reach it. Hold on. That one, taco chop carcass one. And I
haven't seen that one.
I was showing where the suspension was. Yeah, man, it's been like pretty consistent. Like I've been posting them pretty often. So I'm not sure which one is going to go next because
thumbnails are good, man.
Thanks. I got more Halo ones. I got more of the scale trail one, and then I've got a race one. But I was thinking about holding off on the race one until it's getting closer to race day.
Yeah.
But
my problem is I just post them when I'm done editing it. Like, at the time, like I was just doing so many that I just had to, as I finish it, I just post it because the next day I'd do something and then I'd post it, and the next day I'd do something and then I'd post it.
Who's this? Is this on your channel or my channel?
I think it's probably on yours.
RC Jeep guy.
New highest.
Thank you very much, dude. So it was funny because we had this conversation in the chat of like, not the chat, in the comments on one of the videos on like the tone and all that kind of stuff that's going on. And I was like learning, you know, I just wanted to see like what the people are interested in, but also see, I know what I want to do. So if I can kind of like shoot down the middle on that, then that would be awesome. And that's kind of where
that'll let you get your payout. Boom.
Ooh, there it is. There it is.
The Jeep guy, dude.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. That's awesome, dude.
So
I feel like a YouTuber now.
There you go.
Can I get a helicopter ride to your house now, Tony?
Yeah.
We'll make a video.
Yeah. So speaking of all that stuff, and speaking of I have my own builds that I want to get to, and I have all my repair stuff in my garage that I want to get to and get back to running so many of the fun ones and awesome ones that I have, and I've spent a lot of money on.
Yeah.
But I don't get to run because of doing the other stuff.
Uh-huh. Are you just reading the RCMT files? Tony just hit Cybertron. He's frozen.
I froze up?
No, I'm just saying all of a sudden you were talking and then you saw the comment and you're like,
oh, yeah, Jeff, who I was given the list to, posted a response. So is a long comment, so I was looking at it. But yeah. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying now.
You were talking about
that's awesome that he won the World Finals. He said his son, Jeffrey Kettler RC, won, who is fast, man. His son is fast. I remember when they first started coming. I think I first met them at Digger's Dungeon probably 4 years ago now. His son was young, and they drove all the way up to run in like the Young Guns class. Mm-hmm. It's a long way to come because I think they came from like Ohio. It's a long way to come to run just like the Young Guns class. And, you know, you sit through so much of it for that. And then, yeah, I've seen them at other events. Man, they got some of the Freestyle RC trucks, and they're just wicked fast.
Yeah.
And I saw them at Horizon RC Fest. In fact, I borrowed a battery from them for Freestyle final or for the last race. I think I can't remember.
Dang, yo. Thanks,
Maybe.
guys.
So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
so he anyway, his son's quick. He's very fast.
How old is he?
If I were to guess, I would say like 14.
Okay.
I could be close. See if he's still there.
That's awesome. Thanks,
But
guys.
yeah.
Appreciate it big time.
Yep.
It's like the work is paying off a bit. I love it. Thank you.
Very cool. So yeah, so I'm trying to get out from under some of that stuff. 12. See, I was shooting a little high, just trying to be nice. Don't ever want to be like to a kid. I think he's like 11.
Does he have like a thicker mustache,
dude?
He has a thicker mustache than me.
Yeah. No, but he's really quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, with my YouTube, I'm just trying to get back to some of that stuff and just having fun again. Like I just had a blast with that Razor and just getting out and doing that and not feeling like I didn't owe anybody that video. I just made it because I wanted to. Like I've been dying to drive it, but I've had other stuff I've had to do.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get out from underneath that. I'm working on something else too.
Yeah.
And a couple other things that, we'll post and drop here pretty soon. And I mean, those ones I'd still take on like all day long,
For sure. Yeah.
There's certain ones that are just tied to what I love and what I do anyway with RCs. And so it's a perfect like mix, but there's a lot of other ones where it's just like, there's a lot of stipulations that just,
well, and there's something freeing about that. So about going out and doing what you want to do. So I didn't mean to poo-poo on Element for not getting my Nightwalker yet, but that's something that's really cool about Element is that they said, when they've sent me stuff before, I'm like, well, is there anything that you want me to show? And they're like, no, just go out and play like you normally do and take video of it and have fun and let other people drive it. And that's it. I'm like, sweet. And same with I'll plug my Trick RC. He sent out a bunch of lights and he sent out a light kit for all this is being stuffed into your CCX RC truck. It's like a ton of
like when I get that, the videos I'm going to make with that are going to be just so much fun. Like it'll be me wanting to get out and run,
Yeah. And that's like when he sent me out the lights, I put them so it's a kit for the Vanquish. So I put them in the Vanquish and I went out and ran it. And I haven't driven that truck a whole lot. So I went out and ran it. And it was just so much fun. I mean, and it looks so scale. And it I sent you the video of it.
The picture looks amazing. And the video you sent me was
the water crossing. Yeah. I posted that on Instagram, a clip of that. But yeah, it's just like, oh, dude, it's just like, mwah. It's so much fun to get out there and do that. And then it makes me Jones for I've been jonesing to drive that DK10. I've been jonesing to drive my rally cars now. Like just being able to do that kind of freeing stuff where there's not really any strings attached, but just going out and playing. That's a lot of fun, man. That's a lot of fun. And I hope that kind of frees up some of the stuff. So my race stuff, I've made the decision. I'm just going to drive fast and break stuff. I am going to I'm not a good driver yet. I'm not fast and I'm just going to push it to the edge and break and sorry for the guys that I run into. Sorry about it. But that's the only way I'm going to get faster, right? As if I push my comfort level because I'm literally too slow. That's it, but no.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other day, I was out on the trail talking with people and we were talking about how much we really like the Vanquish Pro that they had, the body, everything, just stock.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't come with electronics or anything, but just the stock build of it, stock body, it looks amazing. I just love that truck. And he's like, same, it's just my trail truck, go-to. It's just an awesome truck to drive.
Yeah.
And so there's those ones man, I haven't driven that one because I've been trying to do all this other stuff where, I'm building out this truck because I'm getting all these parts that I want, that are cool upgrades, but I've got that one already done. People have sent me stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm not changing that truck to put this stuff in here because
right. You should try doing that. What I did, because what I did is I resurrected a bunch of my trucks. So that like
Yeah.
the one that was in the video with the Vanquish was my daughter's old Gen 8. And I kind of went through it and redid it and took that out. And then I resurrected my wife's Charisma. What else? And then I think that's kind of all of those ones that I resurrected. But and then I've got another one at the shop that I've resurrected. But yeah.
More scale rally car stuff. So I need to fix my Sen.
What broke?
Well, I sent it off with my son and his friend when we were at the
Enough said.
where were we at? We were at the Gauntlet. And I was like, don't break this. They're not out yet. There's no spare parts for it.
Yeah.
And they come back carrying the car and they're like, we didn't do anything. It broke. Stop driving. I'm like, I'm guessing they landed on throttle weird or something. Something in the transmission went. It could just be the pinion came loose.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I just haven't had time to take it apart yet.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Those are really nice comments. Nick B, it was a pleasure meeting you out at the track
David
too.
Ferris.
Legitimate.
I'm an illegitimate, terrible guy.
Yeah.
So there's that going for me, David.
It's funny you say that about your son taking out the car because we went to a scale trail event and Dalton was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you at the car. And I was talking to someone and then he comes walking back towards me with his truck in his hand. Right. And he's like, I don't know what happened. And I'm like, okay. He goes, the drive shaft popped out. I'm like, all right. And so we're walking back to the car and we're walking right where he was driving. And all you see is a bunch of skid marks from doing donuts in his crawler. I'm like, oh, so you mean that's what you did to me? He's like, yeah, I might have done that. I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, it's what. Did I ever tell you the story?
I always take it like when I break stuff or I do whatever. It's always I let people know when it's my fault.
Did I ever tell you the story about my dad when I was? So I had my Camaro in high school. I think this time I blew the clutch up, and so it was in our garage, and I got to drive my grandpa's truck, and it was like a S10. And it was a 4-wheel drive S10, but it was like the only year that was another like godsend truck because it was the only year that it was like a 3/4 ton S10. It was bizarre. It was a super heavy tank of the little truck, 4-wheel drive. I got hit by a drunk driver in that truck later on down the road, and it actually was good that it was a heavy chassis because she hit me. I was stopped and she hit me from behind doing like 50 miles an hour. The stereo came out of the dashboard, all that kind of stuff. And I was fine, shaken up a little bit. But anyways, I used to take the truck out and go wheeling in it. And it wasn't like lifted or anything like that. And I remember I came home and on the way home, me and the guys stopped by the car wash thing, right? And hosed the truck all down because it was all muddy. And I'm inside and I come back down. And my dad's like, I thought I told you not to go wheeling in the truck. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't go wheeling. And he goes, yes, you did. And I'm like, there's no dirt on the truck, right? I'm probably 17 or whatever. I'm like, there's no dirt on the truck. And he steps over and he picks out this like dirt clod, like this big off the truck. And he goes, this was on your frame rail under the truck. He's like, if you're going to wash it, wash the underside. And I'm like, busted. Caught me.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. So, but whatever. Learning experience. That's awesome.
Way to go, Nick B. There's the little.
Yeah.
See you, these old flapping lips.
Yep. Take it easy.
That's funny.
This has been a fun one, man. I like this list stuff. The list stuff was good. We got to figure out which list to do next time. Should we do the YouTube list or should we do the crawler list?
I think the crawler.
Or there was a couple other ones. There was tools.
Well, we have the under. But
Yeah, we could do the under. Or should we do the crawler because it'll be the last one before Black Friday? So next Tuesday I'll be here. The following Tuesday, I'm traveling.
I think we should
do
I
crawler.
think we
Then
should do the 350 under next week.
subject to change. Let's leave it at that. How about that? I know what you're talking about.
Change.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll do that.
Unless something changes, then yes, subject to change. But I think this is going to be a very, very good week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Like this week?
It could be a pretty fantastic week. Tomorrow could even be a good teaser. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I gotta line Tony up so I can take the shot in the baby maker.
Black Friday excited. Yes.
Yep. I planted the seed. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. I was gonna say something about mentioning something to my wife, and then I was like, whoa. Let's back this one up.
Careful now.
Delete.
There's kids watching in
so
Australia.
I brought it up. Maybe I should talk a little quieter. So I brought it up about getting like some kind of, speaking of pew, some kind of like Red Ryder action for the kids this year. And at first I started higher and then I started working my way down. And then I think we kind of settled on that a little bit as a gateway. So I was like, okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the baby maker shot thing. Like,
No.
I tried to figure out where you're going. I'm like, that's kind of a random way of saying that. Okay.
No, the Daisy, the Red Ryder.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. So I think that might be in our future. I think it might be in our future. Didn't know you were that way. I want my money back. Yeah. Just saying. Innuendo, heavy tangent.
This is all David Ferris's fault.
Yeah.
He's been trouble this evening.
Yikes.
He stole my idea for being first.
I know.
Like 10 seconds before.
That was awesome. Thank you guys. All you guys in the chat. Thank you for doing that. That was pretty cool. So very exciting. Maybe we can do something cool with it. Helicopter ride.
I doubt you can. I've seen your builds.
Yeah. Get that. Nice.
The seal pump.
Yeah. Not
those gel blasters are fun.
We have one of those. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
We went with, so my wife went with for my son's birthday and got him Amazon ones, but then it was like they weren't sure they were gonna make it in time.
Oh yeah.
And so I got the ones from like Cabela's.
With the nitrogen cartridges on them.
No, but they're so much better than the ones she'd gotten them from Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are so wimpy in comparison. And
yeah.
Whatever the name brand ones are, like, man, those things are awesome.
Do you watch Dude Perfect at all?
Yes.
Your kids? Okay. Did you see the last video with the zombie or the, what are they called?
No, I saw him on I Am Second though. Do you ever watch those videos?
Yeah.
Those are good. On there.
What are the creepers? They did a creeper. They called them zombies, and then they're the creepers from Minecraft. But it was the airsoft battle with the creepers. They had to like evade all the creepers.
That sounds fun.
It was those airsoft battles that they do.
Insane.
Dude,
so they did one in Chesapeake at our the Ballahack Airsoft one was one of their first. They did the balloons where they're walking around with balloons and trying to shoot them out.
Yeah.
Oh, that was probably like 5-6 years ago.
That looks so awesome.
I'm like, how do we not know they were going to be there? That'd have been so cool.
Yeah. We watched them and how ridiculous. We were joking about it the other day and how ridiculous it is that they're doing their they're sponsored by now. Have you noticed that? How they're talking and then all of a sudden it's like a segue into like sponsored by BetterHelp.
I don't even know how ridiculous it is. 3 Australians having fun.
You don't know how ridiculous is?
No, I've never seen
same kind of mission as Dude Perfect. Like they're cool guys, like really cool guys. So they're pretty awesome. Me and the kids watched How Ridiculous and Dude Perfect a lot, and Mark Rober. See you later, Pilot Ryan. Thanks for coming in.
I will subscribe to them.
Yeah, they're cool. Your kids would probably like it. So they're pretty cool.
I just learned out about Chris Williamson today too. Apparently he has like 27 million followers. Never heard of him.
Nope. People haven't heard of RC Amigos yet either.
Yeah. Don't know how that is.
Come on now.
Okay, he's only got 1.4 million.
Oh.
It's just a podcaster guy. Somebody told me they had a lot more than that. I'm already less impressed.
Less impressed. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it seems like everyone's dropping, getting tired. I feel you. I'm tired too. I got to draw something for Andre tonight still, so I better get that. Oh, I guess real quick shout out. He's going to be on, or Scale Metal Supplies is going to be on Operation 11 Charlie.
This week?
This coming Monday.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm going to make the flyer for it. So, but yeah.
Awesome. I'll have to tune in. I haven't been able to get away on Monday nights for some reason.
Yeah. It's always at a hard time for me. I can't.
It's like 5 o'clock for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
8's tough enough for me because the kid's not being away yet. So,
yep. David Ferris, I was actually having good conversations with Scale Metal Supplies about the SCX6 build. In the videos, you can see it's torn apart behind me in the Taco Chop video. And so we are talking about that. We had the conversation, not to derail what we were just talking about, but with the new beam kit coming out, Scale Metal Supplies has a beam kit, but we were talking about, I'm going to probably buy the beam kit, obviously, for the 10 scale, but reverse engineering that one because it's made for the 10.2, and it seems like the SEX6 is a balloon up 10.2. I was thinking the geometry would be better with that.
to go kind of that.
Yeah.
Use that as a template?
Yep, to see it and then to use that as a template and to figure all that stuff out. So I think I'm going to go that route. But yeah, we had that conversation because we were talking about IFS and all that has been pretty hot lately. And so we've been powwowing about it. So it's in the works. It hasn't died yet on my table. It is definitely in the works. It's just one of those projects that it's like, it takes so much more time. I've been working on other stuff that was like low hanging fruit. I was working on your truck today for a minute, Tony. I figured out the rear end of it. That rear end was like kicking my butt. I couldn't find a good, elegant solution to caging the step side bed. And then today, last night I thought of it and I was like, okay, I'm going to get up and do it in the morning. So getting there. Getting there. You'll be happy.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's that. What else are we talking? What were you saying before that?
I don't know. I just saw the RC Dude video for the 6S Big Rock had 48,000 views.
Whoa.
Holy cow. That one jumped up. It just popped up. I pulled over here to pull up something, those guys on YouTube.
How ridiculous.
Yeah. And I just saw it when I hit back on the screen.
Crazy.
Wow. Pretty crazy.
I haven't had any videos like that yet. No, I mean, I've had I think the highest video I had is like 4,000 views. But that's good for me. I've been averaging pretty good though. I've been averaging between 100 and 300 views in the last few videos I've been doing. Lots of comments. Been trying
That's good. Comments are good.
Yeah, been trying to check out. Yep. So stay tuned.
Cool, man. That is something I need to work on getting more of in mine. But I think it has something to do with the way that the content is done too. So I don't think mine drive it in some ways.
So I ask questions in mine.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Bob Ross while I'm driving. Oh, that's the other one. Shameless plug, but check out my 5th scale RC 10 build. Sweet. I definitely want to check that out. That was the other thing that I was going to say that probably should have made the list for me because it's over $350 is the crystal clear RC10. I need it. I need it. Have you seen it? Tell me you've seen it, Tony. What? Have you been living under a rock for the last 2 weeks? Dude.
Yeah, my new job started with like all days working. It was insane last 2 weeks.
Dude, so they came out with an RC10 special limited edition.
The plastics are all clear.
The plastics are all clear.
I did actually see this.
I'm about to show it to you anyway.
I saw it on, I think the Tank RC talked about it.
It's pretty rad. I mean, I want it to be back here and put lights in it so it all glows.
That'd be my favorite with the lights and everything.
Yeah. It's just
I love lights.
This is one of those unicorn ones. This is like my
Did they used to make it in crystal?
No.
It's just going to be yellow in like 2 years.
No.
Yeah, it's all going to yellow.
No.
I hate to rain on your parade.
I'm not a smoker. It's not going to be like yellow.
Still going to yellow.
It's going to be so
I saw the 1-to-1 RC10 at SEMA.
Yeah, that was cool.
They had articles about that before SEMA. The guy had it splashed everywhere.
Oh, that's cool. So this one was like another unicorn for me because my pops had one and never let me drive it. And so I always wanted it. And now I'm going to get it. That's going to be on the top of my Christmas list.
It does look pretty good. So what I want to do after driving the Razor is finish my sand scorcher.
Oh, yeah. You got to do that.
And rip it in the sand. I'm hoping I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it before next spring, summer, because it's going to be all gray. Like from here on out, we're not going to have like cool, sunny, sandy, like bright color type footage. So I'm debating.
Just build it slowly but surely.
It's built. I have to add like a receiver and a.
Well, then go do it tonight. Go do it tonight. It's apparently it's like a replica of the gold pan version, just in the clear. I thought it was SLA printed and polycarbonate. I don't remember the specs of it off the top of my head. I'm trying to look it up again, but they're saying you can't buy the clear parts.
It has a servo.
Okay.
It has a Reedy SC600BL and a motor already in it. All I need is a stinking receiver and battery in it. I'm so lame.
Yeah, you are.
Why have I not driven this yet?
Ooh, that's what we're going to do. The Radio Master new radio came out, and I was going to get one for Dalton for Christmas. So you guys just got him on these super chats because it's only $120. So you guys just funded the race transmitter for him. There you go. Thanks, guys. Look at that. So sick. Get a receiver, Tony. What are you doing? Get out there and drive it tomorrow.
I have a receiver in my Radio Link box right next to me.
Just put it in there.
Just drop into this.
Just put
and call
it in
it
there.
done.
Just put
and
it
drive
in
it.
Just put it in there.
How sick is this thing, though?
It is super sick. Super sick. Put a receiver in it, Tony.
I mean, this is going to look so good ripping through that sand.
It is. What are you waiting for?
Well, now I got to figure out how to mount the battery and stuff. I have a little research to do. I'm going to leave it on my desk right here so that I can't not.
Just get a tiny battery and throw it in there.
Just Velcro it in. It looks like it should have Velcro straps. Wow, this is like metal roll bars, and no wonder this kit costs so much.
It's pretty sick.
But there's like this little rubber piece down in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be in there.
I can't see it.
But it looks like there's a bar there and a bar there that you use to strap a battery in.
You're not going to be going too crazy with it. Just stuff a battery in it. Put some poster putty on it so it doesn't go anywhere.
Or the battery goes where the drivers are. Look at the bottom.
Originally, probably.
Yeah, I'll just do Velcro onto that thing.
Yeah. Just put a little 2200.
I'm going to have to get something that with a Dean's.
You've got Dean's. Go to your store. You've got a Dean's adapter in your store.
Oh, I do have Dean's adapter.
ccxrc.com.
I do.
Come on, Tony. What's that saying? You don't partake in your own merchandise?
Oh, I do. I partake all the time in it. That's why I got it. Is I always need spares of those adapters, and I always hate buying them.
You mean ones like this?
Yeah, that's what I needed.
Right there. It's only $5, and I'm sure you get it wholesale for you. Go buy some.
Pilot Ryan didn't leave.
You can use my affiliate link.
I should figure out how to do that for my site. Can I do affiliate links to my site? I have to thank everybody though for buying like crazy amounts of the pine trees. It's been crazy.
That's awesome.
Somebody must have mentioned them because I don't ever talk about them. So somebody must have got stirred it up.
They're probably all listening to my podcast.
Yeah, that's probably it. Somebody messaged me the other day and just said, "Hey, I've tried a bunch of these, and these are by far my favorite ones." So
nice.
That was a cool little. You don't get those kind of like feedback things all the time. And then I got somebody else that was like, "Hey, he ordered 3 more of the Sen Racing servo mounts." I was like, I broke mine within like 2 minutes, and I barely hit the table, and it broke. I'm thinking, well, it depends how you hit. First of all, like if something just hit the servo, yeah, it's gonna snap the.
Yeah.
Like the servo shouldn't be being hit. Where like.
Yeah.
But. So I'm like, cool. I refunded him all 3 of them and just sent him 3 anyway, and all the screw hardware for it. And I sent him I made one out of the flexible filament. Said, hey, I haven't tested these, but you got the first one. If you want to let me know what you think.
Yeah.
If it works good.
Try to break it.
Yeah. Or if it just moves too much or whatever. But I was like,
yeah,
hey, if it works, maybe I'd go that route for people. I don't have time to test it.
Right.
But if I make a few and send them to people that want to test them and say if it works or not, and they like it, or if it makes it too sloppy or whatever, then it doesn't seem like it should. Like it shouldn't be that much power under that would make that type of a thing move, especially the way that it's going. But who knows?
Well, was he happy?
I don't know. I sent a note in his package. So,
dude,
and in the refund, but I don't know how that sends him an email. So,
yeah,
but yeah,
I'm looking at Jacko Trade's 5th scale RC.
Oh yeah, put it up here.
That is pretty awesome.
Wow,
look at that. Can I scrub? I don't think I can scrub while I'm sharing. Look at that.
Dang,
those wheels
dude.
are sick. Is that a polycarbonate tub? I need to watch this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch that.
That is awesome. Look at that. RC5. Party wagon. Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, RC Jeep guy just messaged me, man. Probably through Facebook or Instagram is best. Or if you go to my website and do the contact page. I remember you bought one of the SMT 10s.
Ooh.
I think he actually bought the green one that was painted, the APEP chassis. That was 4-steer that I actually ran for your Christmas.
Oh, really?
Comp. Yeah.
Oh, man. I was jonesing for that.
That APEP one?
Well, that, but I was jonesing for doing some monster trucking again. Did I ever show you what I did to my LMT? I don't think I haven't put any videos on it because I haven't screwed the body down yet. Did I show you what I did to it? Give me a second. Before we
Kelly, we'll be done in a minute. All polycarbonate. That's crazy. Tanker T68. That's awesome. I do actually. Those are the smaller sapling ones fit in those tires. That's what I built the saplings for because back there right here. I think these are the same tire. They're the Super Swampers. And I actually built there's an air gap for them because the tires on the Proline are stiffer. So I left an air gap so you get that like squish when it's just sitting. I have to hold it. But
Can you
a
go
little bit of air gap. So when it rocks onto things, it'll kind of have some bend. But if you don't leave air gap because the tires are so stiff, they don't flex at all. So, but yes, that's what I made them for. Are these?
Can you go full screen on this?
Yes.
So I got to mount the
So
body.
good. Oh, dang. That's mean looking.
I got to mount the body. It's just flopping right now, but it's all caged now.
It's going to screw into the cage?
Yep. Yep. That's how I mount some of them. And so it's just screwed into the cage through bolted. But yeah, it's pretty menacing now. Put a wheelie bar on it.
That's really nice.
So,
a metal wheelie bar, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll just cut through everything. So I haven't. We didn't make the last race, so I didn't finish it. But yeah, I'm jonesing to do it now. So gonna add it. I want to add a couple more bars to it. Got to make it heavier. Not really. So, anyways,
nice. Well, we should sign off here. We've been going 2.5 hours almost.
Dang.
This is a very full episode.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks,
so
guys.
those that want to know about our top 10s, those are at the beginning.
Yep. We'll post links.
About 20 minutes in. But yeah.
For Tony, we'll post them to his, and I'll post them to mine. The links that we have.
We'll share them. So both descriptions will have links to all 10 that we each chose.
Yep. There you go.
Perfect.
Cool. All right, dude.
All right.
I already shot.
We'll see y'all. Yeah, I done been shot. I'm out. See you guys.